Did you know that capitalism helps the environment? To many, such a statement may seem strange, but when one looks at the facts, it turns out it's true. Let's look at some examples. In the 1980s, the two world superpowers were the Soviet Union and the United States. The Soviet Union operated under a socialist or communist system, while the United States operated under a mostly capitalist one. If one were to follow the thinking of many of today's environmentalists, one would be tempted to think that the Soviet Union had the cleaner environment, since the government controlled every aspect of economic life. But in reality, the opposite is true. According to the journal Global Environmental Change, total emissions in the Soviet Union in 1988 were approximately 79% of the United States emissions. But the Soviet gross national product was just 54% of the United States economy. This means that the Soviet Union generated 1.5 times more pollution than the USA per unit of gross national product. The United States not only had a better economy, but it was also doing it cleaner and more efficiently. Here's another example. According to the U.S. Division of Fish and Wildlife, there were 324 bison left in the United States in 1884. Every hunter and rancher were taking and killing as many bison as they could. In a system of capitalism with clearly defined private property rights, however, landowners, animal breeders, and ranchers have a market incentive to keep members of an animal species alive in order to keep making money and sustain their livelihoods into the future. Once private ranchers began herding and breeding the bison, the population recovered, and there are over 270,000 bison now alive today. These are just two of the many examples of how capitalism helps the environment. So the next time you hear about how capitalism is supposedly killing the earth, take it with a grain of salt. To learn more, visit cfact.org.